my name is Gerald de Jesus, and I will be presenting my project addressing the Track 1 prompt, Aging in Place with Resilience and Resources. My idea is a smart note-taking device called Memo, which is a play on words, sort of, because it spells out memo. So as I stated previously, I'm fulfilling the Track 1 prompt, which is focused on helping the aging population and creating devices and tools to help older adults. So Memo is targeted specifically towards those suffering of dementia or some sort of memory loss or forgetfulness. Dementia actually affects about 7% of adults age 60 and above, and as we get older, naturally our mental cognition and our memory deteriorates. So the overall goal and meaning behind creating Memo is to help aging adults with mild dementia or memory loss maintain their daily habits and routines, but with the assistance of technology. So an overview of Memo is that it's a wearable device that can track, record, and save memos, notes, and reminders that are written down. So you can definitely see how this could be useful for older adults who are suffering with some memory troubles and dementia, because they will easily have trouble remembering notes that they wrote down and where they placed them. So an anecdote I think most people can relate to is either your parents or grandparents kind of on the phone rushing to jot down an important note and then forgetting where they placed the paper that had the note or forgetting the important memo. So Memo kind of saves each note in one centralized cloud location like Google Drive, and each message or note can be printed as a physical reminder. And it's just a way to kind of bridge the gap between preventing forgetfulness and also maintaining that physical use of note taking. So the prototype of Memo is this picture I've drawn over here on the right, and it's of a wearable wrist device like a watch or a bracelet, and the band and the actual wrist device will be made out of silicone rubber material that is breathable, comfortable, flexible, and lightweight, and non-toxic and skin safe. There's an adjustable wrist sizing with the use of a traditional band, and the interface is smooth and sleek with one button on the side for printing and connecting to Wi-Fi and Bluetooth that is easily marked. So on the right-hand side, you can kind of see that the red is indicating the button, so it's visually easy to see. So here's a closer look at the prototype that I drew up. So here's the front view on the left. You can kind of see all the different components that I've labeled, and then on the right would be the back view. So this is a little bit about the technology and innovation that's used behind Memo. So Memo utilizes automatic gesture recognition and motion sensing AI through small cameras and sensors that track hand motion. So the AI has to be capable of recognizing when someone is writing and when they're just going about regular motion. Memo also utilizes Wi-Fi and Bluetooth in order to function, also save memos and notes and to print them. So the notes have to be saved utilizing Wi-Fi, and printing has to be done with Bluetooth. And pretty much Memo allows for any written notes, no matter on paper or whatever type of medium, and with whatever utensil to be recognized and noted, saved, and printed. So user experience and design, Memo is definitely user-centric and geared towards the comfort and needs of the wearer. So older adults experiencing memory loss definitely need some simplicity and an easy to use and easy to understand device. As someone who is losing their memory and maybe losing some confidence, it would be wonderful to kind of look at the device, look at the watch and the wrist apparatus and kind of understand how it functions just based off looking at it. There's very few buttons, design is very minimal and sleek, and also trendy, coming in a range of various colors and designs, which is something, you know, older adults want to stay trendy and hip, definitely with the younger generation. So Memo encourages wearers to continue their regular note-taking habits and memo jotting habits and not compromise the lifestyle that they want to pursue. So note writing is actually a natural coping mechanism for the gradual loss of immediate memory. So note taking is something that's really important to continue and not forget just because you may have forgotten where you placed your last note or memo. So some issues in implementation and the technology and making this MIMO a reality is that the technology MIMO requires is very heavy and very AI based in like deep learning neural networks in order to learn, track, and recognize handwriting versus regular motion. So currently research and development is being conducted on automatic gesture and handwriting recognition. And along with that comes relying on Wi-Fi and Bluetooth connection and having a printer in order to use this device properly. So that's something that not everyone has readily available or will be able to get in contact with. And the second issue is the cost. So because of the technology and it being an intelligent hardware piece of equipment and device, you would ideally have to increase the cost in order to make the device and make it available to aging adults. And this requires people to have the economic resources in order to buy it. And ideally, you would want anyone who wants this device to be able to purchase it. So here are some references I used, and I just want to thank you so much